Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is our city. The name of our city is basically State Union City. It's basically the United States. Anyways, this is our concept. We have chosen our city to be this shape because it's simple. It's not overly complicated, and it's easy to manage the spaces and the spatial purposes within the city. We have located the city in Penang because it fits our ideas. Because in Penang, towards the middle of Penang, there are hilly areas. So if you could see the topography, and then towards the western of Penang, there will be the sea to support our concept being partially on water, and as well as within the location, it's called the Balik Pulau, the area called Balik Pulau, which is a combination of small towns and cities and small villages, so we combine it to make a huge city. Next, we have these are the zonings. These are the zonings. If you can see, residential zones, ports and warehouses, power plants, industrial zones. I'll be explaining each and every one. Residential zones are here, the ones that are labeled, and then the port. Okay. We'll be explaining further details for the zoning. Next, we have the modes of transportation, and as well as energy management systems. Our transportation, we have the pods, the electric bikes, solar roadways, and this is for housing for migrant refugees. For the pods, it's basically public transport for everyone. We don't have to use your individual private personal cars. And e-bicycle is an alternative for healthier and to promote health in terms of transportation as well. Solar roadways is basically roads that's implemented solar systems. So not only that it provides driveways, but it also recharges vehicles and absorbs sunlight as it goes on. That's a housing. And here we have the energy management as well as waste management. Solar energy, wave energy, and waste management. Waste management we included as part of the energy because we recycle all the waste to form alternative sources of energy as well. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, it's an alternative way to get the energy. It's either to recycle the energy to use as fertilizers, or recycle them completely to make new products, or directly burning them. Here is part of our energy system as well. It's to harvest waste energy. It's simulating the shaking as well to form the waves. So it's more realistic. And then for our solar energy, not only that we implemented solar on roadways, but we also implemented solar on rooftops as well to maximize solar harvests. And for piping, we should. Okay. For our waste management as well as water management, here we have the piping. So if you can see, it matches with the shape of the city, and the piping we actually researched as how to carefully orient them. So this will be the sea. The pipes that lead from the sea on towards the city will be the water systems. So water goes through here. The one on top will be the water. The one on the bottom will be the wastes. So water will be extracted from the sea onto the city, and then the waste will be from the city out towards the waste management. The waste management is if you can see previously, there are pipes leading up to the hilly areas, which is here, which is agriculture area and as well as waste management. Why do we put waste management and agriculture together? Because we want to use the waste as fertilizer as well, so we could put it there, isolated from the city, so it doesn't disrupt any citizens. And next, we'll be showing how the city works. Okay, I'll be using the zonings as well to help you guys how to. So guys, you guys aren't lost. Okay. The first. Okay. Okay. The first zone, which is the residential zone, will be shown here in momentarily. Yeah, it's the one that lights up in red. These are the residential zones. Next, we have port and warehouses. Ports and warehouses are located together so that it manages with the exports and imports and as well as storage nearing the harbor. So any ships are allowed to harbor here and then deal with imports and exports. Next, we have power plants. These are the power plants, and as well as here, power plants, they have specific purposes, like this power plant powers up this region, this power plant powers up this region, this power plant powers up region. The reason why we have 3 separate power plants is because in case if there's any city-wide blackout, at least we have more than 1 power plants to power up each region. Next we have, I'll skip the industrial zone first. Next we have public facilities. Maybe in a moment. These are the public facilities. Public facilities, we included places such as the airport, safety departments, places for refugees, parks here, and as well as hospitals, which is here, here, and here. And educational facilities would be here, such as universities, kindergarten, schools, so on. We split the educational facilities into separate regions because we don't want to be one specific, it would be too crowded, it would be too much for such as congestion and traffic. Okay, for refugee, we dedicated this area for refugees. And next would be the, because it has a safety department on its own because we want to isolate them first rather than having them mixed up. So that in case of any like immigration problems or anything like that, so we were able to seclude the area. And next we have the government buildings. These are the government buildings in the middle. We put them in the middle because it's make accessible for each region, so it's similar distance from commuting from the outside all the way to the inside. So it's kind of like the capital. And next we have the businesses, which is these areas here. This our businesses is quite our main purpose because we're dealing with international affairs such as imports, exports, and as well as those businesses from outside, inside. And then finally, and hospitality would be this region. Hospitality deals with tourism as well, so we put recreational parks, theme parks, and as well as anything to attract them towards the area. And we also located them near the sea, so it has a better view and it's more serene, more clear, away from the agricultural and the waste management, and as well as the refugees. Finally, we have the industrial zones. If you see here, the industrial zone is here, here, and here, which is one of the industrial zones. We allocate them near the refugee center because we want to provide employment for the refugees as well. We don't want them to stay in and not contribute to the city, so we provide them employment opportunities nearby so they could contribute and perhaps even become citizen depending on how much they contribute. Agricultural and waste management would be up here. We didn't have the lighting for that, it's a bit tough. Up here would be the waste and agricultural management. As I said, it's secluded from the city itself, so it doesn't disrupt the environment. In case if there's any smells or any like a little bit messy, so up here. I'm not sure if you guys can see, through the hilly areas, like under the agriculture and the power plants, are the tunnels. Because towards the center of Penang would be hilly areas. On the other side, towards the eastern side of Penang would be other cities as well. So it's made accessible for people from other cities to move into our city. This is all of them all together. That's it for now.
Okay, I think it's very good. I think you have shown a very good group work momentum, and you have made use of the right person to handle your group. Very good. Okay, and very detailed. Congratulations. Okay, that's good.